So guys, today's video is a cruising video and I want to talk about the visa application to South Cyprus, how you can apply for a study visa to South Cyprus or a student visa to South Cyprus. Yeah, South Cyprus, those who don't know, Cyprus is of two, all right? So if you are thinking or if you have been looking for means to move to Cyprus, know that there is North Cyprus, there is South Cyprus. All right. So now Cyprus is the part where most Africans or international students don't need visas. South Cyprus is the part that need visas. So that is what you should understand. Guys, before we continue with the video, if you are new, please like this video and do not forget to subscribe to our channel below. Thank you so much. Now, my name is Milton Fonkwa for those who are new, and like I said, we are talking about student visa to Cyprus and the requirements and documents you need and how the process is. Nigerians, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, Senegalese, Kenyans pay close attention to this because I know the South Cyprus Embassy, let me say South Cyprus because it's not Cyprus anymore, it is South Cyprus. All right, it's not found in most of our countries, so I will be using South Cyprus, and that is where we are talking about. Now, for you to successfully apply for a student visa to South Cyprus, first of all, you need an admissions letter from a university in South Cyprus. That is the first thing you need to do, which in this case, Google has to be your friend. All right, Google has to be your friend because without you googling, you may not know what you need to know. And again, pay attention to the fact that most universities in South Cyprus are very expensive. You may tend to find tuition fees like 10,000 euros. But some students may be lucky and they get like 60 or 70% scholarship, which at the end of the day, you may tend to pay like maybe 6,000, 7,000 or 8,000, all right, of the tuition fee, which is better. So now you first of all need to locate the universities like the University of Cyprus, the University of Nicosia, Neapolis University in Paphos. Then you apply for them, all right? Remember you are using the Larnaca Airport, not the Aegean Airport. Aegean Airport is found in North Cyprus, while the Larnaca Airport is found in South Cyprus, which is what we are talking about. So you need a visa, all right? It's actually like a temporary pass, not really like a visa, because you will get a stamp at the Larnaca Airport and you get the permit later on. But you need to, it's like a visa, more or less like a visa. Remember, South Cyprus is Europe. If you are there, you can go anywhere in Europe that you want, all right? Especially the Schengen and European Union. Pay close attention to this. Now, when you have applied for a university and gotten the admissions letter, the next thing you need to do is to pay the first tuition deposit that the university have been asking you to pay or ask you to pay. I beg your pardon. All right. After you are doing the payment or you are about doing the payment, I understand that to do payment from Africa, it's going to take a long period of time. It is going to take a long time. All right. So you need to do as quick as possible. Do not waste time because if you waste a lot of time, it is going to be detrimental on your own section. Now, when you are doing the payment of the tuition fee, also understand that there is another process you need to do. You need to gather all your documents, all right, authenticate them, legalize them, then you send to your university using the DHL, all right. Then your university will check them and make sure they are okay. Then the university now will send a temporary pass to you, all right. The temporary pass is like an authorization to say yes, you can now apply. Then if you are found in Nigeria, you will now take that pass. It is your university giving you the visa. Then as a Nigerian, you now take your passport to the Cyprus consulate. I think it is called Apta something. I can't remember the name. It is in Greek. All right, you take it to Lagos. The Cyprus consulate is in Lagos. You need to ask for it. Then you go there, they will stamp your passport. Then you can now board the flight. But I will explain the procedure all to you and the documents you need. All right. So after the admissions, the documents you need are an original attested copy of your passport. All right. Where are you taking the passport? I will come to that. You need original attested copy of your passport. All right. And when applying for a Cyprus visa, make sure the passport is still 2 years to expiring date. I mean 2 years, all right? 24 months should be the limit for the passport to expire. Pay attention to this. It's very, very important so you know, all right? Then the other documents you need are your high school certificates, your high school certificate, of course, original attested copy. If you are applying for a bachelor's degree program, then you need your high school certificate. If you are applying for a master's degree program, you need your bachelor's degree transcript and attestation, original attested copies. All right. Then you also need a police clearance. Police clearance, I think it is called police character in some other countries. In some other countries, it is called, what's the name again? I'm forgetting how we call it in Cameroon. You need a document for the police, from the police, to show that you have not been jailed or locked up before. All right. And that document should be 6 months to the date you are submitting these files to your university. Don't forget. Remember, you have to gather all these documents and send them back to your university in South Cyprus. Then they will be the one to process your visa. All right. So in other words, South Cyprus is not difficult to get visas. For those who didn't know today. If you have the money and you are looking for shortcuts to Europe, you can use South Cyprus. All right. If you have your tuition fee to pay, you can use South Cyprus. From there, you can migrate to other European countries. I hope if you are facing visa issues, follow these methods. I'm telling you now. All right. I think for you to migrate to South Cyprus, after payment of your first tuition fee deposit, you need at least 3,800 euros. All right. Physical cash on you, not on you, by the way, but in your account. Your account should not be less than at least 3 million upwards. All right. That should be around 3,800 euros, something like that. But when you are migrating, when you are about boarding the plane, make sure you have at least 2,000 euros in your pockets, because sometimes the immigration officials will check you at the Larnaca airport. All right, they may check you, but sometimes they may not check. But have at least 2,000 euros with you, all right, cash, so that in case anything happen, then you can show them and you find your way in. All right. Now, when you produce your police clearance or character, I said it has to be 6 months to the day you are mailing. So make sure before you collect the police character, you should be timing yourself. All right. Before it goes to Cyprus, it should be 6 months to validity date. All right. Now, you also need a bank statement, original attested bank statement. I will tell you what you need to do. Remember, some of these documents, you are first of all taking them to the public notary, all right? So some you are taking to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, okay? Yeah, like your educational documents, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So that is how you have to go about the documents. But original attested bank statement of yours, if you are the one sponsoring yourself, it should be your own bank statement. All right. But if it is you have a sponsor, let the sponsor give you his bank statement. Then he writes a sponsorship letter. It's a sponsorship letter. I'm forgetting the name. He or she should write that he is the one sponsoring you. Then you take the document to the court. You authenticate it, all right, or you notarize it, all right. I hope you understand. It is called sponsorship letter. Take it to the court and let them make it authentic. Then you also need a medical report of yourself. What are the things that have to be tested? I think you need to do syphilis test, you need to do HIV test, you need to do hepatitis B, all right. You need to do tuberculosis. In this case, you also need a chest X-ray. All right, that is a medical report for these other exams, for these other diseases. Then you also need chest X-ray separately. All right, same thing. All right, these documents you also need to carry all of them. Remember, these are the documents I'm talking about that you need to send to South Cyprus, to your university. Now, what you are adding to them, your educational documents are going to the Ministry of Education. All right, then to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in your home country. Cameroonians, you already know where the ministry is. I've been singing in multiple videos. For those in Douala, go to the governor's office, all right? Those in Yaoundé, you know the ministry, go there. Then those your educational certificates are going to the ministries. I already said that. Then your medical certificates like the chest X-ray and the other one, you take them to the Ministry of Health to be attested, all right? Then your bank statement, you take it to the public notary to notarize it. Then your passport, you take it, photocopy of your passport, you take it to the immigration police or immigration head office to attest that it is your passport, you understand. Then when you bring all these documents now, you scan them to one PDF file, you send to the school to check if these are the documents they actually need. All right, the school in South Cyprus, your university. Please, you are sending to the school so that you don't send documents 2 times and avoid cost. All right, so make sure you are on the right track. This is how the process is going to work for you if you want to move to South Cyprus. Now, when you send to them, you also ask them if they are okay. If they confirm that they are okay, then you put the documents, the original attested. Remember, you had photocopies that were attested, your original separately, and the photocopies that were attested. These are the attested copies that you are putting in an envelope. Then you ship to South Cyprus using DHL or any other mailing service. All right, you send to South Cyprus using DHL or any other mailing service. Then when they check, they will issue you. Remember, you are also paying visa fee, all right, because they are the ones to issue an authorization or a visa to you. Therefore, you are paying visa fee to your university. And I think it depends now. Before, I think it used to be around between 80 to 90 euros. In between, it depends on the country, by the way, that you are doing yours from, okay? Then you are paying the money to your university. Ask questions, please. You are paying to your university, not to the consulate. Cameroonians, I don't know if you have the Cyprus consulate in Cameroon, but it is found in Lagos, all right? You can verify. Your university will, by the way, guide you on the process. Just ask questions, they will guide you. Then, when for Africans residing in Africa, if you are in Europe or somewhere else out of Africa, you just need that stamp from the university, then you move to Cyprus, all right? The pass from your university, you move to Cyprus. But if you are in Africa, traveling from Africa, you need a permit, all right? Because during COVID, I had someone who moved to South Cyprus. During COVID, there were restrictions that, since Africa is found in, they were considering most African countries to be in a particular group, or let me say a zone of the COVID stuff, you understand? So they said there was a particular permit you could go and get. But I think with just the document now from your university, they will guide you on everything. Don't be scared. They will guide you on everything and tell you how you are going to go about it. So the essence is that the university should send these documents. Let your university send your permit, all right, the pass or your visa. But remember, you're paying visa fee to them, your university. Then after that, for those in Nigeria, Nigerians, because you are many, all right, you need to ask the Lagos office, the Cyprus consulate in Lagos, for them to know, be aware. Show your passport to them. They are going to stamp it, all right? I think there is a stamp they will put in your passport. But for other nationalities, ask your university. It is going to be okay with just the permit from your university, all right? Then, like I said, before you are traveling, make sure you have at least 2,000 euros on you, because this is basically how the process works after you get your admissions. Some people will be like, I will pay my tuition fee when I'm doing this process. This is a tedious process and you will be moving up and down, all right? So immediately you get your admissions, pay your tuition fee so that you can get the receipt from your payment receipt. While your university is processing, if they have seen your payment, your first installment of your tuition fee, you also do these other processes because it's going to take a longer time. Your visa is going to take maximum 28 days. During COVID, before COVID, it used to be like 28 days, but as things were, it used to take longer, maybe 1.5 months or maybe 2 months. But for sure, if you do these documents, your visa is guaranteed. Make sure your bank statement should have at least 3 million plus, all right? Or let me say 3,800 euros after payment of your first tuition fee deposit. Please, if it is your bank statement, I already explained to you. Or if it's a sponsor, get that. Then you show sponsorship letter. Make sure you attest these documents. Follow the law. Yeah, universities will guide you, by the way. But if they are not able to guide you, this video should be your guide, all right? Then, I think that is all. Remember, if your tuition fee is like 10,000 euros, the university will ask you half of that money. So you, like the University of Nicosia, you may be asked to pay 5,000 euros at initial deposit, all right? So that is what you should know. Anything about accommodation, or maybe any other thing about life in South Cyprus is very simple. If you want to enjoy life in Europe especially, make sure you are legal. South Cyprus, a lot of people suffer in South Cyprus, especially refugees or asylum seekers, because they don't have papers. Alright, but if you go legally to South Cyprus, you are superb. But if you are using shortcuts like those running from North Cyprus to South Cyprus, it is going to cause you a lot of problems. Don't do that. Just follow South Cyprus visa directly to South Cyprus, or land directly in Larnaca. It's going to be an opportunity to you, and you can obviously move to Europe. There is a friend I know that used to go for exchange program. There is something you can easily, like those of you who say you want to transfer from North Cyprus universities to European schools. Had it been you were in South Cyprus, it would be easy. You just check a university, you follow an exchange program, and you move. Very easy. But since you are in a country, North Cyprus, which is not a European country, it is going to be very, very difficult. So these are some of the things you need to pay attention to. Guys, if you are watching me and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, all right? Let's take this channel forward. Thank you so much for understanding. This is the process for you to get how you can apply for a student visa to South Cyprus, and of course, probably study. If you found the video interesting, please do not forget share to enable a friend so that we can grow. Until we meet again in another one.